Hello everyone, I am Mike May of Horizon Consulting, co-author with God of Business with Purpose. Today I was meditating on the Lord about different talents and abilities that God gives us. And one of the things that I've realized is there are times when God employs certain talents and certain abilities in a certain season to help us fulfill the kingdom activities and the kingdom assignments that we're supposed to do at that time. And there are also times when we may hear what I call competing voices. And now what are those? Well, it's people who see different talents and abilities, but they are not necessarily hearing God. They may be, and it's important to listen to what others have to say. I'm not saying ignore it, but all of a sudden they see a certain talent that you have and they try and quote pigeonhole you, unquote, to saying, well, you should be doing this or you should be this. And I'll give you an example. God has given me different career changes throughout life. And in those career changes, I've been able to acquire different skill sets. So some of the skill sets have been learned, but they also work from within the framework of the talents and abilities that God has entrusted me. But now it's a matter of putting to work what those talents and abilities are supposed to do. So when other people see, for instance, I'm a professional bookkeeper, other people see the value of that, but the Lord has called me out of that. Back in July 2017, he said, I'm changing your direction. And they still see the ability of doing taxes and the ability of bookkeeping. And another sees me as being an excellent promoter because I'm kind of outgoing and here I am on video sharing. And these are aspects of my life that I'm very good at. I have another person who actually asked me to do a website because God has endowed me with a little bit of creativity. So, and all these things in small portions can be fun, but that's not what God has asked me to do in this season. In this season, he's asked me to be a business teacher. He's asked me to be a writer, a scribe. I see myself as a scribe. God has given me downloads. I've never pictured myself as an author. He's asked me to write several books, and I've been obedient because the Lord has said, this is what I want you to do. And over the last several years, he's asked me to write a whole host of books, which are now for sale on horizonconsulting.store. And the Business with Purpose course is also for sale on horizonconsulting.store. But I find that some people, when they get they dig their heels in, they say, well, you should be doing this. You're so good. You're so talented at what you're doing. And I'm going, that may be so, but I don't believe that's what God is asking me to do in this season. So if this resonates with you, if you're getting pushed, if people are projecting on you some things that you should be doing, and all of a sudden you cave to what they are saying rather than what the Holy Spirit is trying to speak to us, I believe we're going to miss out on the greater blessing. So let's remain deep conviction in our hearts to what God is asking us to do. Not that we're not to listen to other people, it's important to, but not to get put off track for what God is intended for us to do because of competing voices. I hope this message resonates with you, and I say, God bless. Bye-bye.